I just want to kill this fucking fly.
Wait, how long has this fly been here?
Well,
Has it achieved roommate status at this point?
no, I only noticed it yesterday, and I don't even think it's the same fly. Because...
Oh, Jesus! He's gone into attack mode, but because of shitty internet, it's about 5 miles per hour attack mode.
I didn't... Fuck you. He's flying around me like a smug-ass bastard. It's like...
You need to get one of the bug salt guns.
Well, I don't have a bug salt gun, Scotty.
Bug assault? You just shoot a gun, you shoot a fucking round of salt at a bug. Or, no, you could do that. Or, you could always get the fucking giant tennis racket that electrocutes them and turn into a serial killer.
Michael's already got one of those.
At that point, would you not just, like, start farming flies and be like, nah, I gotta practice, bitch. Pew, 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 pew. They down! They all down! Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time! It's time for a load. I said a load. It's a load of BS. I was working in the lab late one night.
It's not even October.
Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Save that for the Halloween special.
A load of BS, the greatest show on the planet, featuring the 2 best damn men of all time, and I am talking about the B to the LAKE. That's right, it's Blake Tanner.
And of course, the seasonally challenged Scotty Moore. The S.
That's right. Blake, I pulled a delicious pumpkin pie out of the fucking oven. Carved up a pumpkin earlier today. I'm so excited for this Halloween adventure we're going on.
Oh, I see you've lit the menorah as well.
Oh, yes, the menorah is lit. Everything's going fine, dude. It's great. My copy of Heavyweights is out.
Jesus.
And waiting for, I was about to say Nicolas Cage Day, but I know that's not right.
No, that's Cagemas.
Yeah. Good old Justin Long Day.
Yep.
Which I think we actually, I can't remember what it was, but my parents were saying something like, let's do a vacation for Christmas. And I was like, well, I have to be home one specific day. And they're like, what the fuck? Well, I'm like, it's Justin Long Day, Mom.
Justin Long Day.
You don't understand. That being said,
if it helps, Justin Long Day is closer to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's closer to Thanksgiving and my mom's birthday, which is gonna make shit even fucking harder. That being said, we actually are going on an adventure that almost gave me the highest blood pressure today.
Right. So you were buying tickets for an event.
Well, I realized something, and it's like, if I want to go see Metallica, fuck it, I'll wait till like a week out from the show, be like, oh cool, there's still like a few tickets available down front, I'll be good. If you want to go to something fucking nerdy people online want to go to, fuck, that's terrifying. That is WrestleMania. Yeah. That's WrestleMania plus levels of terrifying. Like, I can't remember if I talked about it on the show. When I bought my tickets to see Ninja Sex Party, the Ticketmaster website went down. They broke Ticketmaster. And I was like,
yeah,
fuck,
man.
I'm not going to see anything. Cut to today, when I remember, I think it was Monday, I was listening to my brother and me, and like one of our goals, our bro goals, have always been to go see Mabim Bam. And I was like, well, one day we can just like go up to North Carolina and see them West Virginia, whenever they do a show there for like candle nights or something. And you're like, yeah, I guess so, we can do that. Then to this week, they were just like, oh, we're doing live shows. And I was like, oh, cool, they're probably going to do something in West Virginia, we'll go to that. And then they were like, we're going to Atlanta, Georgia. And I went, well, fuck yes, thank you, sir. Yep, then they were like, and then we're also going to be in Nashville, Tennessee twice, once for my brother and me, and then once for the Adventure Zone. And for, I don't know if I told you this, for Dragon Con this year, I'm cosplaying as Taco of the Adventure Zone.
Oh, yeah.
At which point I was like, oh shit, we have to go to that, because I'm about to rock the fuck out of a Taco cosplay. and get a picture with them. Also, I feel like we should apologize to them because we've made them the most hated heels on JWF on the Fight Boys podcast.
It's okay. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows that the 3 characters we named Griffin, Travis, and Justin, who look exactly like them, are who they're based off of.
Well, thanks for breaking kayfabe. You're fired from Fight Boys now.
Shh! Damn it! Who's gonna book now?
It's just gonna be Dylan and me just talking about shit for 2 hours now.
Yeah. But then, what was I just talking about? But then I was like, okay, we're gonna go to Adventure Zone and Mabim Bam in Tennessee. And then I realized that I bought tickets for me and my mom to go to a fucking Trace Adkins concert on the exact Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then, not to be outdone, I was like, Blake, here's the plan. Listen here, Kemosabe. This old concert we're going to happens to be in a town that has a lot of gambling. So on the first Friday, me and you are gonna go to Atlanta and see my Bim Bam and go get fucked up at a speakeasy. The following day, we're going to Mississippi. You're gonna get fucked up and gamble while I go hear the fuck anthem of a generation, honky tonk badonkadonk. Then the following day, we're going to drive to Nashville, see Adventure Zone, stay outside and stare until the McElroy brothers come out, and then drive back home. At which point I was like, fuck, that's a dumb idea. And I didn't realize how dumb of an idea it was until today.
It's a pretty dumb idea.
When I got on Ticketmaster for my... Basically, the problem I was having was the fact that because I was going to one show in one time zone and one show in another, the time they became available were vastly different.
Yep.
Which I guess was lucky in some respects, but I ended up going to Ticketmaster, which I already knew. This is my first problem. I use Ticketmaster to get the my brother and me tickets. And I click refresh, and that bitch pops up. And it's just like, hey, motherfucker, you want 2 tickets in the front row? And I said, fuck yes, I do, Ticketmaster. Thank you for that. And I click them, and I say, verify my tickets. And in the span of 5 seconds from when I clicked verify, or from when I found them to clicking verify, they were like, fuck you, fam, we already sold that shit. Here's some other shit you can buy, though. And I was like, okay, let me buy those. And then after clicking buy these new tickets, it's like, nah, fuck you, those are already gone. I was like, what? And then I kept clicking, and it was this endless loop of like, nah, this is already sold, but here's a new one. Nah, that's already sold. Here's a new one. And then finally I refreshed the page, and all these little blue dots were like, here are all these open tickets. They're gone. And I was like, fuck. And I just picked 2 random ones randomly and clicked, and I finally got them in the last moment. At this moment, my heart is pounding. I am about to cry. My blood pressure is so high that if you fucking like cut my wrist, a fountain would spurt out beautifully across my room. It was horrifying, but I finally got them. Then, cut to... You good?
Yep, good. Fly problem.
Then cut to noon when I had to buy the Adventure Zone tickets, and what I did not realize is that the tickets for the Adventure Zone were not going to be on a website that, like Ticketmaster, where you could just refresh. It was on a website that had a waiting list. And so, I call the box office and I'm like, hey, I'm on the waiting list, but if this shit refreshes before the tickets go on sale, am I fucked? And he's like, yeah, you kind of fucked, but like, don't refresh right now. That's gonna be a bad idea. Just let it go and then keep refreshing until something happens. And I was just like, okay. My favorite part though was the fact that since as people realized last week, my computer got janked up, and so I've been having to readjust everything, and I'm trying to figure out new OBS settings, which might work. If they are working, that means you're seeing video on YouTube right now. If not, you're dealing with another piece of bullshit like I had to do last week. But I was working on OBS and I was testing out settings, so I was recording myself on the phone with the guy, and so I'm sitting there on like hold, and so I'm like jamming to some weird country music, and I just set down my phone. I'm like, it's gonna be forever. They probably on hold for hours. And then like 2 seconds later, this lovely voice pops on. He's just like, "How may I help you?" And just this giant look of, "Oh shit!" comes across my face as I grab my phone. I'm like, "Hello, sir, help me."
Please, just give me the tickets.
Just give me them now. I know it's only 11:35, but I need them. And then but then he's like, "Just stay in the waiting room." They, our IP people have been looking at it. There's a very good chance that you'll be fine. It's unlikely that you'll come up next in line before midnight or noon. I was like, "Oh, so we good then?" And so noon happens, and I'm like, "Okay, it should refresh anytime soon." Cut to 12:30. Should refresh anytime soon. Cut to 12:45. It'll refresh anytime soon. And maybe I should check their Twitter. And so I went on, I think it was Travis's Twitter, and he was just like, "Hey guys, just so you know, the fucking website for Nashville is fucked. But we have had people getting success by calling the box office or by using their app." And I was like, "Why the fuck didn't I think of an app?" Cut to me with a waiting room on one computer screen, the app on a fucking iPad. I had my phone pulled up, calling the box office, and then in a separate window on the phone, connecting to the app. And then finally finding like all the different tickets at once and being like, "I now have my choice of any. I am a god." But I'll be damned if we do not have tickets that are pretty decent.
Yep, that is pretty good. I would just like to point out that while I was texting you, like doing all of that, about 20 to 30 minutes later, Michael, my friend, our friend, mutual friend, sent me a text, and it's like, "Hey, are y'all still going to Mabim Bam in Atlanta and Adventure Zone in Nashville?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I probably won't be able to sit by you guys, but I'm gonna see if I can get some tickets." He sends me like a message 5 minutes later. "Yeah, I got tickets for Mabim Bam and Adventure Zone. Cool stuff."
What the fuck? Fuck you, Michael. You piece of shit.
Oh, God.
I worked so hard. Hold on. Here's the difference, though. I'm a luxury man. And if it was just like, because I remember when you guys went to see Raw that one time, you guys do not have the same tastes as I do.
We bought tickets the day of.
Yeah, and you guys were up in Balkan, and you were like, "Fuck yeah, we're at Raw, we're having a good time." And I'm just like, "Peasants, look at me, I'm right by the pyro. Oh fuck, I'm right by the pyro."
Well, I'm really glad that you bit that bullet and got me those great seats, especially the one for the Adventure Zone that's probably really expensive for my birthday next week.
Wait, you piece of shit? No, I did not. I definitely said, "Hey, could you pay for this?" And you're just like, "Yeah,
happy birthday to me,
asshole." Yeah. So that was a rough situation. Oh shit! Speaking of pyro, though, I don't know if we've ever told it on the podcast. Have we discussed how Brock Lesnar made us a man?
Oh, well, of course we have. I'm positive we've talked about him on the podcast. Just Brock, how he made us. The time that Brock, we found Brock in that alleyway, and he made us men.
We're sitting at WWE SmackDown, and we're just sitting there, and then halfway through...
It was not SmackDown.
It was SmackDown.
Brock Lesnar on SmackDown?
Yes, it was. I remember for a fact it was SmackDown. Wait. No, it was SmackDown.
No, wait. It might have... Was this the one with the car? The SmackDown?
It was the one with the car. It was SmackDown. Yeah.
Was it SmackDown? I just find it really hard to believe.
Now you've got my peasant taste. You're like, really? We went to SmackDown during that era?
We went to bad SmackDown.
No. But yeah, we're sitting there and we look over and we see the fucking pyro rigs, and we're about as far as probably me to my iPad right in front of me right here.
Yep.
And you just look at me and go, "This is gonna be loud." And I don't know why. I don't know if it went as deep into you as it did into me, but I went into child mode and was like, "Fuck, we're gonna go deaf. This isn't
die.
good at all. We're
Daddy,
gonna die."
Dad, shield me from the noise. Well,
Right,
I remember, because I remember it was very, It's very jarring the first time we went to Raw. We were up in the balcony. I was a quarter mile away from the pyro. And as soon as that pyro went off, I'm like, my ears were ringing. I was like, what just happened? Did a bomb go off?
And so now you're like inches from it and you're like, we're fucked. We're about to explode and die. And I've been close to pyro before. Like, I remember being close enough to, like, Taker's pyro to where you could feel the flames, and I was like, this is cool. But now that I'm, like, right next to it, I'm like, I'm gonna die. And then, I just remember, me and you were sitting there, and then we just heard, do, 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 and me and you were just both like, fuck, it's Brock. Brock smells fear. We can't act like pussies around Brock. And then he comes out and he does his, yeah! And we went, yeah! And as we did, pyro shut off and neither of us showed a hint of fear. We were like,
nope.
Fuck yeah, Brock!
To be fair, Brock has some of the best music to get your fucking shit pumped too.
Damn right he does. I remember, like, that was my gym music. Like, if I got to a rep that I was particularly unconfident in, I was like, I don't think I need to go up on weight this week, but fuck it, I might as well try. Pop on some Brock Lesnar and be like, let's beat it. 50 reps. 50 reps of my 1 rep max. Let's go.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that's how my week's going. What about you?
I've had fun.
Other than having to kill a fly.
Well, I still haven't killed the fly. To be honest, the greatest battle that I've fought in my life has been myself against this fly. I've been trapped in here for 24 hours. It's not letting me leave.
Oh no, this is on par with Froggy. This is on par with Froggy Fresh.
Yeah, this fly. Now, we've been having a fly problem as of late. As we normally do this time of the year. But I've never had one that's gotten so far into the recesses of our house that it's found its way down into my basement hovel.
Yeah, your little basement home.
Yeah, and so it's been like buzzing by me every few minutes.
Yeah,
and I've given up.
I think bugs have been getting egotistical. I mean, it's a weird sentence, but for real, these bugs have been fucking shit up because I've been sitting at home and it's gotten to some moments where, like, I'll be chilling in my chair, like here in my office chair, working, and oh shit, do you see the fly? Is he dead?
I didn't get it.
Oh no, that was a beautiful display though. It looked like a scene from Skyrim. Looked like I want to slow-mo that shit down and put some Dovahkiin music behind it. But yeah, I was sitting in my chair, and all of a sudden, I just feel like this crawling on my leg, and I'm like, bugs know better than this. This little fucking, like, Shadow of the Colossus motherfucker's trying to take me down, and I did what any good, reasonable man would do in this moment, and just took my leg and shook it violently until it flew away.
Oh, man.
And then I was, like, sleeping in my bed. The same shit happened. Like, they were crawling on me. I'm like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Bugs should know their place. They should know, like, that's a giant beast. Don't go near it. But this Jack and the Beanstalk motherfucker was like, I'm gonna take him down. No, I don't care.
Now, I will say, like, for some reason, the bugs know. They know not to fucks with my bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, they'll be around. And I've told you, I think I've said it on the podcast about my unfortunate encounter with that big-ass fucking spider.
Wait, I don't think you have.
Okay, so one morning.
Okay.
This is probably like 3 or 4 a.m. And
okay.
Fuck you. It's just flying in front of my face now. It's flying in between my monitor and my face. And it's taunting me. But anyway.
This is gonna be billed as the episode where Blake goes insane.
So, I wake up early in the morning, and I get up, and it's dark and shit, and I can't see anything.
Yeah.
I put my feet on the floor, and I feel something scurry out from under my foot.
This sounds like the beginning of a real shitty new metal song.
Well,
I step out of bed, put my feet on the ground, and then something comes out, starts scurrying around. Do-do-do bed, spider, do-do-do-do-do bed. Spider.
Yeah. The next step,
Okay.
don't it? So I'm like, oh, geez. Okay, so I'm thinking, like, it's a little, it's like a little bug. Like a little water bug, maybe a little beetle, because I get some beetles down here, like some June bugs. But no, it was a wolf spider. Well, you don't know what a wolf spider is. They're big, and they're not fun.
They are. This is what you get for living in a basement.
This thing was the size of my fidget spinner.
Fuck
easily.
No.
And that motherfucker just scurried out. And I just about had to come apart. And then
had to come apart.
I had to come apart. And then I made sure that spider came apart.
That one's pretty. That's pretty rough. That's on par when Godzilla the Lizard showed up in my old apartment. Because I remember like because you know when you walk anywhere in Florida, you will see a lizard. Which was the one thing that stopped me almost from moving down there in the first place was, hey, fuck lizards. I don't fuck with lizards. But you get used to like, okay, they're like this big. It's all right. And then I'd come home one day and I'm like, I've seen a lizard in my home before. It's fine. You just kind of scurry him out. No, this motherfucker was big. This motherfucker would breathe nuclear radiation. And then he just scurries behind my refrigerator. I'm like, well, that means he hasn't left. So fear's gonna grip me for the rest of the night.
Yep. Now, I'm trying to think. For some reason, I can't remember what the name of it is. But I'm pretty sure that... I'm pretty sure that you met an iguana.
Oh, an iguana? Oh,
yeah.
Fuck no. Now I'm happy I left. And in case you're ever curious about how paranoid I am about frogs now, I still am afraid that fucker's around. I am 8 hours away from his point of origin, and I'm still like, he could have hopped in a box and just found his way here, and that frog's gonna show up.
He's coming. He's coming for you.
Cut to, like, the people watching on YouTube, the frog just up on the fucking wall next to me and just starts scurrying. I'm like, fuck this. No.
There's an old question that goes around, like, just a fun little, like thought experiment where it's like, so you are given functional immortality, and the only way that you can die is if this snail, which is hyper intelligent, touches you. So you got a really smart snail, but it can only just like crawl.
Still at snail pace,
but it's a very smart snail, but it can only do snail things.
Okay.
So you have immortality, and it's basically like that movie, It Follows.
Oh, it's like, you know, that famous movie, Scary Snail Guy.
Yeah, but it's
Scary the Snail.
So, like, you could go somewhere across the country, and you could be fine. You could live for, like, 50, 75, 100 years. In California, you can forget about the snail, but one day you wake up and he's right there. He's on your bedpost. You see him, he sees you. You make eye contact with that snail.
So you're aware of the snail.
You are aware of the snail. Yeah.
Like, you know which snail it is. It's not every snail.
You know,
you know it because of its shifty goatee.
That snail. It's the one evil snail.
Yeah. So you wake up, it's on your bedpost.
Yeah. And then you either have two choices. You accept your fate, or you try to scurry away. But damn, that motherfucker's already ahead of you. It locked the door.
I think this stopped being a thought experiment a long time ago and started being you like, let's make a fucked up scenario.
You find out that the snail set your house on fire. Okay, so as soon as I noticed that our connection had broken up, I was just kind of dejectedly sat here for a second before unplugging my my router and then plugging it back in.
Yeah.
And just as I did, that little motherfucker just lands right on the tip of my microphone.
Like, I'm about to record this shit now, bitch.
It's like, oh shit, Scottye, the other me. It's the fly.
No, we gotta get rid of him.
It's the fly. Get out of here,
what?
Blake.
Blake, if other you is a fly, I don't think it's a fly. There's only one creature it could be. A creature with yellow and black stripes. It's a bee.
Jesus.
It's the bee. Welcome to the BS.
To the bzz, bzz. Oh God. Fuck. What were we talking about?
Well, Blake, if you want some fun facts about this, hold on, let me just find this. Let me just find something really quick, and there's something very important I need to read to you.
Okay.
In case you're curious about your little companion there, well, according to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is possible.
Bees have their own laws of physics.
Cut to the bee movie. And you know what else we thought was impossible, Blake Tanner? We thought it'd be impossible to get t-shirts with our face on it. Yeah. We thought it'd be impossible to get, like, posters with our beautiful visage on it. But it's all come true thanks to merch. .loadofpurebs.com. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Merch.loadofpurebs.com is where you can go to get all of the fantastic merchandise for all the great BS Network shows, whether that be Fight Boys, whether that be my book Queasel Corp, which has some exciting news coming out, a reveal at the end of the show, and of course, if you want some merch for a load of BS, the only way to get it is if you go to merch.loadofpurebs.com. We get new shirts every single month. I actually just released one the other day. It's really awesome. It's kind of Japanese themed, all inky and mystical and shit. We are the rising suns.
Mystical and shit.
Mystical and shit. And if you want that shirt, ladies and gentlemen, the only way to get it is if you go to merch.loadofpurebs.com.
I have never been so glad for a merch plug. Jesus.
Oh, it was a very long opening segment, interrupted by your fucking internet cutting out. Well, Blake, I kind of want to go back because we've had some success in the previous weeks with having very good segments all based around movie pitches. And I went back and I found all my all my old movie ideas, and I just kind of want to present them and be like, well, what can we make of this? And the first is just called Elephants with Acid. No, Elephants on Acid. I'm sorry, I misread that. It's Elephants on Acid, which I think is actually based on a true story. Have you ever heard of it?
You mean Dumbo?
No, well, firstly, yes. No. It's apparently there is a point of increased aggressive and sexual activity in male elephants. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like musth, M-U-S-T-H. And basically they were just like, well, maybe LSD would induce this and see what happens.
Okay, really quick side anecdote. There's when I worked at the zoo, their bull male elephant, because I know a little bit about musth.
Is that pronounced must?
Pretty much, yeah. And it's basically something like it's whenever this elephant gets into heat and he's ready to like fucking rut.
It's male heat.
Male heat. So he and only the bull elephant, only the alpha elephant of the herd gets it, because he's the biggest and the baddest.
Okay.
And the others are too intimidated. But basically, all that it means is if there's not a female nearby, he just stinks and pees a lot.
Okay. That's not as funny. So we may be ruining my But let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Warren Thomas fired a cartridge syringe containing 297 milligrams of LSD into Tusco the elephant. 297 milligrams, in case you didn't know, is a lot of LSD. About 3,000 times the level of a human dose. In fact, it remains the largest dose ever given to a living creature. The researchers figured that if they were going to give an elephant LSD, they better not give him a little bit. They were, like I said, they were trying to see if they could induce musth. One suspects a small element of ghoulish curiosity might have been involved. Whatever the reason for the experiment, it almost immediately went awry. I mean, I don't know how it could go wrong, just shooting up an elephant full of LSD, but I guess it does. Tusco reacted to the shot as if a bee had stung him. He trumpeted around and then keeled over on his side. Horrified, they tried to revive him, but about an hour later, he was dead. The three scientists sheepishly concluded that it appears that the elephant is highly sensitive to the effects of LSD. So, yeah. That was a movie I wanted to write. It was about a scientist.
See, okay, what I think we're running into here is in the past when we did our movie pitches, we started from like a very general idea and we moved to some specifics.
Well,
This is pretty damn specific.
Well, now you have, what you start with is you have a zookeeper, right? And you have this, he's a shamed zookeeper. No, not a zoologist, I'm sorry. He's also a zookeeper, though.
I also find that a lot of your movie pitches revolve around zoology or people that like animals. Is there something that you'd like to talk about?
Yes, elephants. And, well, it cuts to, I think the elephant dying needs to be your midpoint of the movie. So I say you got these two elephants in a zoo, and they just ain't fucking. Lady elephant ain't into dude elephant at all. And I think this should be it's gonna be a comedy. It's gonna be a great comedy adventure, starring, who do we want in this? I don't want to do Will Ferrell, but I want it to be a Will Ferrell. Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is your main scientist here. Mm-hmm. Is there like a younger Paul Rudd? I want him to be younger and sexier. Although Paul Rudd is sexy, but he's got more of an aged.
Okay, no. Okay, this is where I think we should go with it.
Okay.
Zach Galifianakis.
Okay. I'm on your level.
Right? But everything that just happened in your pitch is the first 5 minutes of the movie. The rest of the movie is good old Dr. Zachy G.
Okay.
Trying to find the perfect combination of love in LSD for elephants, but only so that he can find the perfect combination of love and LSD for man.
Oh my god. So you're saying it's like a a love potion number 9 situation.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, can we blend them together? So I don't want it to be the first 5 minutes. I think we have Dr. Zachy G. Well, I think, are we going to play it as a joke or as a dark, demented wish of him to try to make this sick love potion?
No. I think we could do it, but I really think that the only time an elephant dies is like really early on as like an inciting incident.
I think as we've learned, when you do the arc of a movie, when you get to that midpoint, you really want a point where your main character is at his lowest and he's really fucked up. And I think if you get to a point where Zachy G just killed an elephant, he probably fucked up.
Well, see, I'm thinking the LSD gets out to all the animals, and the midpoint of the movie is just the biggest animal orgy you ever did see.
But where's your negative on that?
A lot of people die.
Oh my god, what?
Like,
so
do you know
what? A kangaroo jumps out and fucks a dude?
Yeah.
You know that good old trope?
You get to the petting zoo, and there's just one zookeeper, and then the horse just gets all too hot and bothered.
Okay, I'm liking this idea. I want to repurpose it. Because I think the scene instead. So, here's my full plan. And, like, just let me get through it, and then we can adjust from there. Zachy G is a disgraced zoologist who has these crazy ideas. But then, there's this New York City zoo guy who's just like, we got 2 elephants and they ain't fucking. This is how people in New York sound. Hey,
okay.
You know me? And so he's just like, help me out. Try to find a way to make my elephants fuck. And he's just like, well, actually, there's this period called musth where the elephants have an increased sexual drive and very aggressive. And then he's just like, fine, how are we going to do it? And he's just like, I don't know. And then finally he stumbles around upon LSD. And he's just like, we're going to try it. In the news, everyone's covering it. It's an amazing event. And this is your midpoint of your movie. In the meantime, good old Dr. Zachy G has met up with the zookeeper's daughter. And it's a real, like, love at first sight. But she's like, even though he
okay, but the zookeeper is Danny DeVito, right?
Zookeeper is definitely Danny DeVito.
Okay, good.
Yes,
good.
He's Danny DeVito, 100%. But his daughter is like, she's very, very smart, and even though, like, they both have degrees, she looks down on good old sweet Dr. Zachy G for being a zoologist when she actually has, like, a very intellectual doctorate. And so the whole time he's trying to hit on her, but it's not working. It's not. The more I'm pitching it, the more I'm seeing Adam Sandler in the movie, and I'm not liking that. But, and so cut to the middle of the movie, News is there, feeds the elephant LSD, LSD immediately drops dead.
Adam Sandler is the elephant.
Yes!
Yeah, okay.
But, hold on. I know where he's gonna be the elephant. Oh, I got you now, motherfucker. Okay. Elephant drops dead. Zachy G has gone back to being a disgraced zoologist.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman he loves, the zookeeper's daughter, runs away. She's like, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You killed... She's also in PETA. She's also straight up strict PETA person.
Oh,
That's
boy.
why she loves animals. And so she's like, you killed an animal. How the fuck? Why would you do that? Cut to
I don't
Zachy
see,
G.
Scotty. The thing though with that is you've gone from having a relatable love interest to a lot of people who come to see that movie enjoying when she's leaving.
Oh no. Okay.
You got to stay away from the PETA word.
How about lesser PETA? She's a member of lesser PETA.
Lesser
and so she, but like
PETA.
she would still be very upset if an elephant died. And so she's like, "Fuck, an elephant died. How dare you?"
I think
kill
a lot
this
of people
elephant?"
would be upset if an elephant died.
Okay, so Zachy G has had his girl leave him because as a member of lesser PETA, she could not put up with the fact that he fucked an elephant and killed it. So Zachy
when he
G's
fucked
now
that elephant.
He fucked that elephant. So Zachy G is disgraced, and he's chilling in the zoo quarters, and he's about to have to leave the following day, and he's like drinking. He's like going through this horrible bender, and he just decides, fuck it, and he takes the LSD and just takes some, and he decides to just go walk through the zoo. At which point, the animals start to talk to him. And then it just gets a little bit crazy when he goes up to the elephant, and the elephant, like within a Native American movie, starts to give him a message like, listen here, my son, I know you have failed, but you must try harder. You must try harder. And he keeps saying must, and then fucking Zachy G's just like, must, and then the fucking elephant goes crazy, starts fucking another elephant. Zach turns into an elephant, starts fucking a third elephant in there. Then everyone starts fucking throughout the zoo. You have a 10-minute fucking zoo fuck session where each one are played by cameos from famous actors. So you like have Will Smith as a cougar, and he's just like, I'm fucking this girl. And then you got like and then who else can we have? Who else can we have during this scene?
Patrick Stewart, of course.
I'm just a bird, but I'm learning how to fuck. I've never done a Gilbert Gottfried impression before ever, but that's what came out.
I might be an African condor, but I'm about to fuck this cougar. Engage.
Jesus. Okay, so I've got up to that point. I have no idea what the end of the movie is, so you've got to carry it home.
Okay, so we still gotta resolve Lesser PETA. Alright. I think that, during this whole... What?
Oh, I was gonna let you keep going, but I think I have an idea of how we get Lesser PETA back. Because, as we've discussed, Musth is, firstly, I don't know how he does it, but Zachy G figures out how to, get Musth in the elephant.
Well, yeah, because I'm thinking at this point, he finds out the secret of combining musth and LSD, and he formulates it into an aerosol, and he decides that like once you are exposed to this stuff in its aerosolized format, like all he has to do is just go, and then you're musting.
Okay.
So Lesser PETA finds out about this, and the Lesser PETA leaders, who aren't Danny DeVito's daughter, actually capture.
If I may make a quick casting choice, Will Arnett.
Will Arnett, yep. All right, Will Arnett, Lesser PETA leader. They actually capture Zach Galifianakis. They try to weaponize his musth and spread it all around the world. So the world is nothing but a animal person love fest.
Okay, I'm liking this. So they're just trying to get people to fuck. See, my initial idea, I like the world fuck plan. But I think my original plan was we have him take his aerosol musth, spray it on the male elephant, but the lady elephant is nowhere to be found. I figured it out. This is how we're going to tie it all together. Lesser PETA kidnaps the female elephant. So basically, they're trying to fuck up Zachy G's plan. Because they're just like, if he fails, no more. I don't know why they're doing it, but they're kidnapping the elephant.
Yeah, see, because like it would be more motivation for Lesser PETA to want to use this new formula for like their own gain, except their own gain ends up destroying the world.
My problem I have
PETA.
with them wanting it is the last time he attempted to give LSD to an elephant, it died. So I think they want to wait and make sure it works. But,
see, I think that's what Danny DeVito's daughter wants to do, but Will Arnett's too impatient. He wants to bring about change in the world now.
No. I think I've got it. The LSD-induced elephant fuck session is almost all for the most part a hallucination, except for the two animals fucking. Which, I don't know how he managed to make an aerosol version of LSD in that moment, but he aerosols the LSD, and it makes the elephant fuck, and he's like, oh, this is how I do it. I aerosol it. And Will Arnett has binoculars, and he's like, I know this works, but I want to make sure people know he's not the man behind it. So they want to make sure he looks like a sham.
Okay, wait. I got it. I can tie this together. Will Arnett, for the entirety of the movie, is Zach Galifianakis's, like, kind of behind the scenes. He's like his producer. He's his financial backer.
Okay.
Like, he comes in, like, in small parts in the movie, and he's like, hey, I trust you. You're gonna do this. I know you can, because we need this. The world needs this. I'm gonna hook you up with this zookeeper, Danny DeVito, and you're gonna get his elephants to fuck. That's how the movie starts.
Okay.
And then Zach Galifianakis confides in Will Arnett that he's got it. He's got the formula working. He doesn't tell him how, but he knows that he can do it, and he's reproduced it like in a small area. Cut to that's when he gets kidnapped in the night. And it turns out that at this point, I think it's just got to be PETA, because they're really fucking evil.
Yeah.
But the PETA members, they're taking it, and because Will Arnett wants to use it to make animals fuck.
Make elephants fuck people to death.
Make elephants fuck people to death.
Now, okay. I like yours. I want to say mine. And this is my ending, because I have resolved my full plot, which is, Will Arnett sees the two elephants fucking, and he's like, okay, it works, but I want to be the one to use it. I want to be the one to weaponize it. I don't want anybody to know this works. But the next day, Zach Galifianakis is like, no, I've made it. It works. I've figured this out. Guys, just let me help. And so the news is like, he already failed that once, but we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. We're going to give him one more try, which is a bit weird for the news people to say about the guy who killed an elephant the first time. But let me just get through it. So, cut to Will Arnett and Lester. Will Arnett takes PETA, and he's just like, these zoos are kidnapping animals. It's wrong. We need to kidnap them. We need to take them away. They kidnapped the female elephant. Zachy G doesn't know about that. So Zachy G goes, jumps down into the pit, sprays the elephant with aerosol, and as we know, musth is both sexual activity, but also aggression. The elephant gets angry, starts to go and attack Zach Galifianakis. Zach Galifianakis is about to die at this hand of this fucked up, crazed, horny elephant, at which point, you just hear, in comes the fucking zookeeper's daughter, riding on the back of the female elephant, hand down, picks Zach Galifianakis off the ground. They both sit on the elephant, and then the other elephant fucks that elephant while Zach Galifianakis and the zookeeper kiss on top, or zookeeper's daughter kiss on top of the elephant.
All right, I think the
camera pulls away. End of movie.
Yeah. Okay, now I think you can take that those last few minutes and integrate it into the PETA scheme that I was thinking of earlier, because honestly, Will Arnett would just I'm conjuring up images of Zach Galifianakis gets this working somehow, and Will Arnett's just always in the bushes with some fucking binoculars, just right. Whoa, I can't wait to get this. I think that's I don't like that that presentation very much, because it's just kind of, I don't know, I think that if you have Will Arnett always be there in some way,
well, I wouldn't say it's Will Arnett in the bushes. I would say this is a lesser peon. This is a LeFou to his Gaston.
Yeah, but I like the idea of the big bad always being there, in a way being throughout the movie, and then once they're taken by PETA kidnaps the elephants.
Right.
And basically we go on with your ending, but it's just getting there is the toughest thing right now.
Well, I'd say Will Arnett's always there for a reason. Will Arnett is always there because he is the boyfriend of the zookeeper's daughter, which is why he already has an enemy thing with Zachy G. He's just like, no. I can tell you two kind of like each other. Fuck that, and so stays away.
Make him the rival love interest. Don't go full on boyfriend.
Well, I think either boyfriend or a Gaston, where he's just like, hey girl, look at all these animals I saved today. No, I like it. I like the Gaston angle, except instead of being muscly, he has an Instagram account full of animals he's saved, and that's all he does is show the Instagram photos. Then it's revealed the darker side of PETA. I'm liking this.
What is what is the real darker side of PETA though? What is their grand plan once they get the must? I kind of like the fact that they're just we're just gonna get all the animals to fuck humans to death. Yeah, I think that's I think I like that one the best.
We could
because
do that.
It's just
do we do that, or do we do the Gaston angle with Arnett, who's just like, I want to make her fall in love with me. This stuff makes people fall in love. I spray her with that. It makes her fall in love with me.
No, because you can do all of that without the PETA angle. And I think it's very important that we keep PETA in. Or we could just change it and just like have Will Arnett just be the main bad guy and not have PETA involved.
Okay, I like it. We still need a reason for her to leave midway. I think she just loves animals, so that's good. All right, we've got it. Name of the movie. What's the movie's name? As much as I love the concept of elephants on acid is the name of a movie.
Yeah. No, it would just be Must.
It's just called Must.
Yeah.
If you want to see this movie, hashtag must yes or hashtag must no.
Jesus.
And oh Jesus! Well, the fly is still attacking Blake, and we're still doing advertisements for Patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. If the merch website seems a little bit too rich, you don't want to give us like that much money at once, just go to Patreon.com, and all you got to do there is just donate $1 a month. $2, $3, however much you want to give. It's just like a monthly subscription that lets us know that you love us so much. And you do it over at patreon.com, and we do have perks for you over there on the website. If you donate any amount of money, you get access to the BS Rev Up. That's our pre-show where me and Blake go really off the rails and talk about random shit. If you donate $1 a month, though, ladies and gentlemen, you will get shouted out every single week. Like the Patreon Saint, Deborah Moore. Like Scott Moore. Like Megan Bolden. Donate $5, though, ladies and gentlemen, and you will get weekly motivational videos from me or the Bee. That's right, just helping you get through the week, because I know it's a little bit hard out there. It's hard out there for a PIMB, and that's why we're here to help you get through. Donate $30, though, ladies and gentlemen. $30. And you will be entered in to the greatest subscription box of all time. Loot Crate, it's for children. No, this is for men. This is the Bee. Yes, Booty Box, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the BS Booty Box. A monthly subscription where I make a brand new shirt, a brand new design every single month. And we ship it right to you. Like I said earlier, we have a brand new design. It's the Rising Suns. In fact, you know what? Put the shirt up. Right there. Let me see it. Yeah. If you're on YouTube, you just saw the shirt. If not, I just sounded like an asshole. But if you want that, just subscribe. $30 over at patreon.com/a-load-of-BS, and we'll get what you want. That's right. Patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. And Blake is just still going crazy.
I don't like it. I'm going to have to sleep in this room with this fly.
Like, how big is this fly? What are your levels?
I mean, it's not like a horse fly or anything, but it's a raisin-sized fly.
It's a big-ass fly.
Yeah.
Big-ass fly, if you will.
A big-ass fly.
Now, before the show, you have something very, you got something you're excited to show me?
Well, Scottye, I was turned on to the fact that, like...
I'm really happy you said to the fact. Scottye, I was turned on.
To the fact that, you know, all of our conversational platitudes, they're just kind of, like, worn out and shitty. Like, we need some real, like, laid-back figures of speech to replace all of these common, shitty little dribbles that we're talking. So I'm gonna... I found a dude called Lord Birthday on Instagram.
Lord Birthday. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pull him up.
Lord Birthday has got some good conversational tricks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send you.
Let me see if I can well, I'll pull him up. We're good.
Here, actually, let me just send you the direct images because it might be tough to find in all his stuff. So there's this first.
There's one.
Now,
here, hold on. Let me pull it up for our people on YouTube to see. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's Now
this I would like to say this is a
Okay.
All right, you got it.
So this is the
Oak
Let me see if I can
Nuggins?
zoom this up. Here we go. Yeah, 9 conversational tricks to make people think you're cool and laid back.
Everything's Oak Nuggins, right?
Everything's okay. Oak Nuggins. All right. You know what, Blake? I think just dip me in your Monday milk. All right. You know.
All right, we'll do it. Now, there's a list of replacing normal, everyday words or phrases that you use with some real cool shit. So, Scottye.
So, okay. How about this? I will have a fun conversation with you, and you will just use these words, and we'll just see where we get from. So, Blake Tanner, I've known you for years, and I want to. Do you enjoy ketchup?
Yank train.
Okay. Now, what about mayonnaise? What about that mayonnaise?
It's Oak Nuggins, I guess.
It's Oak Nuggins? All right, okay.
Oak Nuggins. Hey, Scottye, I want to ask you, do you slap the dimpled balls?
Nuns on Ripple, man. Nuns on Ripple. Oh man, I've been coughing a lot during this episode. Mama's got the nasty jam.
Oh man, you know
probably
what?
should have like a few. Probably should have some cough drops.
Have some cough drops. Listen, with my work schedule, this gig's gonna slash me hips.
Yeah, man. You need to take a day off sometime. Have some. In fact, you know what? Dip me in your Monday milk. Dip me in your Monday milk.
Hey, let's do it. I'm gonna teach you how to slap the dimple balls in the best way. Oak Nuggins.
That's a goal ahead, cool cat. People think I've gone insane. So, in case you're curious and you're not watching us on YouTube right now, let's see. Instead of saying okay, say Oak Nuggins. So that's our first translation. Okay means Oak Nuggins. Yes is Yank Train. No is Nuns on Ripple. I think so means I put a boogie dollar down.
We didn't get to that one.
Do you slap the dimpled balls? Because of course, do you play golf? Mama's got the nasty jam. Is I feel sick. That's a gold hat, cool cat. That's a good idea. This gig, Blake's gig that was gonna slash his hips. Well, that just means my job is killing me. And of course, dip me in your Monday milk means let's grab lunch on Monday. Jesus, what is this? Wait, is there more? Oh my God, there's more?
There's more. There's 2 more.
Okay, let's pull this bad boy up. Oh, we have part 2. You know, Blake, I'm a little hollow finger right now.
Oh man, you riding cowboy?
Show cream. And I'm sure a lot of people right now are thinking I'm sucking on a Christmas foot, but what we're saying, man, it just makes sense.
Show cream.
Show cream.
Hey, I put a boogie dollar down on this.
You put a boogie dollar. Now, Blake Tanner, I think someone's spreading stuff. I want to do like a BBC-esque style presentation. And just be like, it appears that someone's spreading skunk butter in the U.S. White House. When asked about President Trump, many Americans responded by saying, I press him like a chowder switch. And to them, I just say, you riding, cowboy? I'm sucking on a Christmas foot when I look at the U.S. politics right now. And as far as the Republican Party goes, well, this lippy went dongzilla.
Oh God. So
now,
these translations.
Okay.
These translations, of course, that we've been going for part 2 is sure thing. Replace that stuff with show cream.
Yeah.
If you're a little hungry, you say I'm a little hollow finger. Now, if you need to ask a question,
correct.
if you need to ask, seriously? You riding, cowboy?
You riding, cowboy?
Cowboy?
I might actually use you riding cowboy in real life.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, if you're confused, if you need to say I'm confused, say I'm sucking on a Christmas foot. 'Cause you don't know what's going on. Now, if you go to a party and that party is lame, you know that this lippy went dongzilla.
Okay. Now, when
now,
I'm
what
looking
about that
at a
dude?
man and I just... Yeah, if I don't like somebody, Blake, what should I say about him?
If you just hate that guy, you say, I press him like a chowder switch.
Like a chowder switch.
Chowder switch. Oh, but if you think that something stinks down in here, you say someone's spreading stunk butter.
Stunk butter.
You ever spread some stunk butter? Ugh.
Spread that stunk butter. Oh, but Blake, my oil ran out in my car, and the whole thing just came to a halt at the side of the road.
Oh, so if your car broke down, you need to tell me. You need to say, my Chester dropped its underbells. You ever dropped?
Drop the underbells, baby. Drop the underbells.
And there's a very important time in a relationship where you need to ask your significant other, do you like jazz? Except instead of saying it in that boring way, you need to ask, do you dingle that cornhole dangle? Do you dingle that cornhole dangle?
You dingle that cornhole dangle? Because you know that sentence you always say to people, hey, do you like jazz? Yeah. Here, hold on. I actually think I have. Oh my God, he has so much stuff on his Instagram. There's so many, like, 10 things you shouldn't do. 10 this. All right, let's see here. Oh, here we go. I actually have 9 conversational tricks to think people think you're laid back. Right here. Oh, man, if you want to read it, lip cone, baby.
Lip cone?
Lip cone. Oh,
man.
Shit. Hold on a second. I just opened OBS in the wrong window. There we go.
Nope. You know what, Scotty? I think that you and the rest of my friends, I think, look, my crabs don't run.
Oh, man. And you know what, lately, all this money I'm having to spend on the podcast because no one's going to patreon.com, I mean, I'm just hanging on a squeeze hole over here.
Hey, yeah, but you know what, Scotty? Pump that fudge.
Pump the fudge! Oh. And it's worse because I don't even have, like, an iPhone anymore. I mean, Papa chopped his picture box.
Oh, man. Scotty doing all of these translations. This a grubby grunt hose.
This is a grubby grunt hose. No, I mean, a lot of stuff has happened lately, Blake. Did you lick the Daily Slimer? Alright, I think we need to translate these, Blake. We'll trade them off. In case you were wondering what I meant by limp cone, that just means let's go.
And when I said my crabs don't run, that means my friends are awesome.
And now, when I was in Orlando, Blake, multiple times I was thinking, I want to quit my job so I can move back home, like do podcasting full time. And in that time, I just remember looking at my manager and being like, man, break me out of this chubbicle.
This chubbicle?
Is it chubbicle? Oh, chubbicle.
I think it's chubbicle, yeah. Okay. Cubicle. Yeah, that's got to be it. Now, I told Scotty, keep up the great work earlier, but instead I said, pump that fudge.
And of course, when Blake was having a difficult time discussing all of these translations, you know, he just says, this a grubby grunt house. You know, that normal thing.
Yeah. That means it's really difficult. Now, but when Scotty said, Papa chopped his picture box, that means he broke his phone.
Right. And now, we didn't get to this one, Blake Tanner, but, you know, one of the most important things you need to learn if you go to a foreign country and you want to translate, you really need to make sure you know how to say, you got a rim room here? Which is, where's the restroom?
Now, see, the best thing about you got a rim room here is it's universal. Everybody understands that.
Everybody knows about them rim rooms.
Now, Scotty, what happens if you're hanging on a squeeze hole?
That just means I'm barely getting by, man. And you know what, Blake Tanner? Did you see the news?
Oh, do you mean, did you lick that Daily Slimer?
Did you lick the Daily Slimer? Jesus. I want to go through like the rest of this dude's Instagram and just see what we got here.
The best thing that I found were the conversational tricks. Like,
okay, hold on.
Real fucking good.
Do you want to know how to pray but don't know how, Blake Tanner? Well, Lord Birthday has your answer. Here's a prayer that works every time. Oh God, in my darkest hour, among my fellow gastropods, I beseech thee to give me total butt power, to give me slippery long legs, to give me talents that slant my neighbor's brow, to make me a person whose beauty drops jaws, to make me a person whose cash stacks reach the heavens, to make me a person who doth not screw a single pooch. By the way, what is pooch? Oh hog, I meant God. In my darkest hour, among my fellow gastropods, I beseech thee, in the name of the fizzer, the lung, and the holy joker. Amen. The caption is, in case you're thinking of doing a prayer.
Oh man, Scottye, I accidentally did a prayer.
Oh, I did a prayer. Now,
dude,
I know
I did a prayer last night.
There's a lot of people out here that might be listening to this at the end of their day, and they need to know how to have a fantastic day tomorrow. Well, let's have some advice from Lord Birthday. 1, leap out of bed. What a time to be alive. 2, crack open a pack of tube socks. Stick your feet in the socks. 3, shimmy on down to the local sock hop. You're wearing only socks, but that's okay, because life is one big surprise. Get on the dance floor. Shout, "Watch me mash!" to the crowd. 5, do the jitterbug. Look at you go. Do the West Coast swing. You got it now. Do the hard rock pogo. Your legs are really moving. Do the mashed potato. Wow, socks are flying everywhere. Do the corn pipe wiggle. You're dominating the dance hall. Shout to the crowd, "My socks are getting quite hot." Watch the crowd back away. Shout, "However, my thighs are supple and suitable for a lifetime of hot hops." Return home, alone, happy from head to sock.
Oh, Jesus
what?
Christ. You could actually go through this for hours, but I think I want to do something.
Okay.
Because, you know, in these conversational tricks to make people think you're cool and laid back, all 3 of these, they hit a lot of common terms.
Right.
But there are some that I found that we need to fill in the gaps.
Okay, let's fill in these gaps.
All right. So I found a list of 30 basic English phrases that are incredibly useful.
Basic English phrases. Okay.
They're incredibly useful, but incredibly dull. So we need to spice these bad boys up. I just sent you a link. And we're gonna run through some of these. Yeah.
Let me pull these bad boys up. Boop. Boop.
Alright. Boop. The first one is thank you so much. We gotta come up with something for that.
Okay. Oh, the image of this man on this website is beautiful. Look at his face.
Pineapple.
Look at his dumb face. Okay.
His eyes.
Let's see. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Spank that grindhouse.
Spank that grindhouse. Yeah.
Yeah. I think at the end of that, I think we've had a long episode, so we're gonna have to wrap. Let's just rapid fire him. Blake, if you have to say you really appreciate someone, what are you gonna say?
I'm loving the butt.
I'm loving the butt. Okay,
I'm
like
loving
it.
the butt. Oh, I've got another one for this one. Excuse me, Jamiroquai?
Jamiroquai? No, I like it because I like the concept that if you're like having to like get past someone in a line, you're just like, Jamiroquai? Jamiroquai, please.
Yeah, Jamiroquai. Oh, Jamiroquai, I gotta pee.
I'm sorry just becomes swan song, I think. Just swan song.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Okay.
Turn the Goku?
Turn the Goku for what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, turn the Goku. I'm gonna skip down to Nevermind. Nevermind is of course shift that butter to the left-hand side. Shift the butter to the left-hand side, y'all. Now, these are phrases for learning English. So, like, if someone was learning our language, this is some important things they need to learn. So if someone was saying, I'm learning our new language, what would they say?
Well, they would have to say something along the lines of, I'm popping that back nash.
I'm popping the back nash.
I'm popping that back nash. That's what our language is, back nash.
Oh, this is called back nash that we're teaching you. And if somebody doesn't understand our back nash, Blake, they just gotta pop up and just be like a Pringle?
Be like a Pringle? Man, I'm a Pringle.
No, it's just Pringle. It's just the word Pringle. Pringle?
Just like
Pringle.
Pringle?
Pringle.
All right. So if somebody says Pringle and you don't quite hear them and you need to ask them, could you repeat that, please? Ask them to flash those rubber nipples.
Flash those rubber nipples. Now I'm gonna skip down to introduce yourself to your friends. Hi, how would you say hi? I'm Blake.
I think it would be something more like rocket ships be tizzle. Oh no, you're not talking.
Okay.
You better not have missed rocket ships.
I heard none of that.
Son of a bitch, really?
Yeah.
What?
Alright, Blake, so say you gotta say, hi, I'm Blake. What would you say?
Oh my, did I just time warp? You disappeared.
So, Blake, say you had to say, hi, I'm Blake. What would you say?
Rocket ships be tizzle.
Rocket, so I would be like, rocket ships, Esmo. No, just Smo. Rocket ships, Smo.
Smo. See.
Of course, I've used this one before. What's your number? Phone number does become give me them diglets.
Give me them diglets.
I've absolutely gotten a girl's phone number with the phrase "give me them diglets" before, and then she sent me her number, and then I sent back a sad emoji and then a gif of a shit ton of diglets going through, like diggly dig, trio.
Oh, all right. So if you want to ask a person if they have Facebook or social media, you need to ask them, "Do you smash that fact?"
Do you smash the fact? God, that sounds really good.
Yeah. Do you smash that fact?
And then phrases like actually I can do that. That's just called like tumbler biscuit. And that's
tumbler biscuit.
You just be like tumbler biscuit brayon. And that means the tumbler biscuit brayon means actually I can color quite well. Thank you. And I think, you know what? Just to finish things off and to tie things around, Blake Tanner, how would you say, welcome everybody to a load of BS in our brand new language?
Hoopla, burn snatchers, be tizzle smo.
Be tizzle smo. Hoopla Burn Snatchers is definitely the name of this episode. Just wanted to let you know. So what did you learn, Blake Tanner?
Oh, God. I learned that, oh, fuck me.
Just so much.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna have to Jamiroquai because I can't think of anything.
And I learned that frogs are my worst enemy, but flies are Blake Tanner's worst enemy. Jesus Christ. So, Blake Tanner, where can they find you?
You can find me at Blake A. Tanner on Twitter, at the I Hate Flies website. I'm the fan club coordinator for it now. I do video game videos on the Darkroom Vidya, and that's about it.
And you can find me on Twitter at ScottyMo. That's SCOTTYEMO. You can buy my book on Amazon. It's called Queasel Corp. QUEZALCORP, and in fact have some amazing news about the Queasel Corp series of books. I know last year at some point I was just like, oh Jesus, Blake, more fly battle. But I know last year at some point I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna have a podcast involving the audiobook, and I'm gonna release an audiobook and stuff like that. Well, podcasting costs money, and I did not have money at that time, but I do have money now, which is why I am proud to announce, ladies and gentlemen, that this Wednesday, which should be August 2nd, I am releasing the first episode of the Queasel Corp audiobook podcast. So you'll be able to pop on there, listen to the first 5 chapters of the audiobook. Then you'll hear me talk about my experience of writing it. I'm going to have guests on the show, like actually people who were involved with the creation of the book, have other writers on, a bunch of stuff. It's going to be really exciting. And I'm also going to be releasing the full audiobook on on Audible. So you can get that there. And on merch.alodapurebs.com, we're going to get a whole lot of brand new Queasel Corp merch in that I've been working on. So that's all really exciting. I'm really fucking pumped about it. And that's all happening this August 2nd. Make sure to find us on Facebook, facebook.com/QueaselCorp. I think it's where you can find it. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, you can find us at alodapurebs.com. You can buy our merch at merch.alodapurebs.com. Donate to the Patreon. Find us on Facebook. And find us both on Twitter at alodapurebs, except no substitutes, bitches. And we will see you next week.